All right, good evening and good afternoon to some of you. My name is Carla. I'm going to be your lecturer for tonight. Okay, so welcome to MedPro U IELTS preparation program. The topic for tonight is about IELTS writing task 2. Okay, so I hope everybody can hear me well, and I pray that there won't be any technical issues all throughout this 1 hour of lecture. Anyway, so let's begin the lecture. Okay. So let's talk about IELTS writing task 2. Okay. If task 1 requires you to write at least 150 words, this one you must write at least 250 words. Writing fewer than this will result to penalty. Do not expect to get a band score of 7 or 6 if you write 249 words only. Okay, so there's no upper limit. However, maybe you can write until 250 up to 280 words. Okay, because writing more than that, I think it will be not concise, or you're not already focused if you go beyond 280. Okay. So anyway, let's talk about the scoring. So in this writing task 2, there are 4 criteria. So number 1, task response. This talks about how well you address all parts of the question. Sometimes there are essays where there are 2 questions. If you only answered 1 question, do not expect to get a good score in the IELTS writing task 2. Coherence and cohesion. This is the logical flow of ideas and how well you connect them. This is the use of in addition. All right, how about now? Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you. So, thank you for patiently waiting for that. Okay. Anyway, so moving forward, okay, so we have lexical resource to test your vocabulary, and we have grammatical range and accuracy to test your grammar and sentence structures. Okay. So moving forward, okay, I'm going to provide you with practice tests tonight. We are going to practice your skills in paraphrasing and working on your essay structures. Okay. So the major thing that you need to work on in writing task 1 and 2 is your time management. In task 1, you will spend 20 minutes, and task 2, 40 minutes. Why 40 minutes, not 30-30? Because writing task 2 is two-thirds of your score. Okay, so make more time here. Okay, you have 40 minutes to complete the essay. Spend 5 to 10 minutes working on your planning and organizing ideas. 30 minutes for writing, and allot 5 minutes for reviewing and checking errors. In reality, whether it's paper based or computer based, you need to check your spelling. There's no autocorrect. Okay? So here, okay, the essay structure looks like this: introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. In writing task 1, it's different. It's introduction, overview, and body paragraphs. So don't be confused. Okay? So please mute yourself. Okay. 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 So anyway, so we have introduction. You have to paraphrase the question and state your thesis. Body paragraph. Usually there are 2 to 3 sentences. Okay. I'm not able to unmute everyone. Okay, let me mute you first. Okay, I think I've muted everyone already. Okay, anyway, so we have body paragraphs. Limit your body paragraphs to two. I recommend that you limit it to two so it will be more organized. Okay, so provide conclusion. You may summarize the main points or restate your opinion. So here, task 2 requires a formal academic tone. Everybody, please do not submit an essay with all caps. It looks like you are shouting, okay? So this is a formal essay. Observe proper capitalization, okay? So avoid slang and contractions. Do not use don't or can't. You have to use do not, cannot. Okay? Avoid overly personal anecdotes unless they serve an argument. Okay. So you have to answer all parts of the question. Okay. Always answer every part of the question. For example, you are asked to discuss both views and give your opinion. You have to make sure that you do all those 3 parts. You will discuss both views in body paragraph 1 and 2, and then in your conclusion, you will write your opinion. Okay, so I hope you have a pen and paper with you. Okay. So next is you have to develop your ideas. Expand on each point you make with clear examples, reasons, and explanation. Okay, so avoid using superficial arguments. Okay, demonstrate depth in your ideas. Okay, shows critical thinking. Okay, so give reasons. Okay, give examples and explanations. Even this is not only applicable for IELTS writing, you may also apply this on IELTS speaking. Okay, so next is coherence and cohesion. When I say coherence, okay, this is something to do on how well your ideas are connected to each other. So use linking words or phrases to connect ideas smoothly. Okay, so your paragraph should be clearly divided. Each one should focus on single idea. So now let's talk about vocabulary and lexical resource. You have to use a wide range of vocabulary related to the topic. Okay, don't copy what's on the question. Okay, but don't overuse complex words. Okay, make it natural. Make sure that you use words appropriately and avoid repetition. Okay, so always use synonyms. Okay, next is grammar and sentence structure. You are graded on your ability to use variety of sentence structures. So vary it. Use simple sentences, use compound, use complex sentences. So you have to vary your sentence composition. Ensure that your grammar is accurate. Okay, so errors in those basic grammar can lower your score. If you're talking about your mother, if you keep on using he, okay, so those are common mistakes. Or if you're talking about the past and you're not using past tense. Okay, so next is paraphrasing. Avoid copying large chunks of questions of the question prompt. Okay, you have to paraphrase. in your introduction using different words and structures. Okay, next is your thesis statement. So thesis statement should be clearly stated at the beginning of your body paragraph. When I read the first sentence in your body paragraph, it should show what the entire paragraph is all about. Okay? It should help the reader give you your essay a clear direction. Okay, so for example, you are going to talk about the different advantages and disadvantages of studying English. Okay, so your body paragraph one should talk about the advantages. Maybe your first sentence, your thesis statement will be there are many pros of studying English. Okay, that's your thesis statement because that paragraph is all about the advantages of studying English. Okay, so that's for thesis statement. Next, so about examples. You have to always provide examples to support your ideas, okay? It can be real life, history, or general knowledge. Okay, so these examples don't have to be overly detailed, but should illustrate your point effectively. Okay, so next is avoid off topic content. Okay, you have to stay focused on the question. Okay, sometimes we want to expand our answers. Can you use more than one word, one synonym for a word? Yes. Okay. If you, in the beginning, you were talking about a famous person, second paragraph, you tell me how well known he is. On the conclusion, you can say, and those are the reason why this person is popular. So there are many words. Okay. Try to avoid using same words over and over. Okay. So famous, prominent, popular, renowned, something like that. Okay. So straying into irrelevant ideas will negatively impact your task response. Okay. Stay focused on the question. Okay. So review your work. Allocate few minutes at the end to check your essays. Okay. So you can check your spelling, punctuation, grammar, and clarity. Small errors can add up and impact your final score. I can see some of my students here whenever I check the essays of my students, I make sure that they see the side by side. Okay, so you can count how many words, how many errors you make, and those have a big impact in your score. Even if your sentence did not end with the period, okay, and then your sentence you did not begin with a capital letter, that is already incorrect. Okay, so now, okay, you have to practice. When you practice, you have to make sure that you time yourself. Okay, so only spend 40 minutes for task 2 and 20 minutes for task 1. Okay, now please take a screenshot of this. We are going to use this for our exercises. Okay, there are different question types that you may encounter in writing task 2. And your essay structure is dependent on those essay types. Okay. So we have opinion, discussion, advantages, disadvantages, problem solution, two-part question, and cause effect essay. Okay. So when we talk about opinion essay, okay, you will be asked whether you agree or disagree with a statement. Okay. So, for example, do you agree or disagree that social media has improved communication? So, in here, you have two options whether you agree or disagree. Okay? So, so you are being asked of your opinion. If your essay structure should be okay, in your introduction, you will state your opinion, whether you agree or disagree. Your body paragraph 1, for example, I agree. Your body paragraph 1 should show your first reason why you agree, body paragraph 2, second reason why you agree, and conclusion. Okay. So another one is discussion essays. You have to discuss both views. Okay, you will be given two opposing viewpoints and you need to discuss both sides and sometimes include your opinion. Okay, so when they say discuss both views and opinion, what you're going to do here is to make an introduction first. Okay, paraphrase this one, and then Body paragraph 1, first view, body paragraph 2, second view, and conclusion, this give your opinion. Okay? So now, this is your first task, okay? I want you to paraphrase the first sentence. Okay? So some people think that government should spend money on arts, while others think it's better spent on health and education. Okay? So please paraphrase this one. We are going to make an introduction by paraphrasing. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, all right. Some people think that um, government should spend money on the arts, while others believe it's better to spend on health and education. No, yes. If it's discussed both views, you will give an equal view. Okay? But now, what I want us to do is to create an introduction. One sentence introduction by paraphrasing the sentence on the example. Okay? So instead of some people, I can use some. Instead of think, some argue. Okay? Some argue that government should, instead of spend, allocate funds to the arts, while others suggest or others suggest that prioritizing health and education is a better use of resource. Okay, so this is my paraphrased version. Okay, some argue that how about you? Try to paraphrase it on your own. I will read first three. Okay. You can also actually take a screenshot of this and create an essay, submit it to your instructor. Can be Ma'am Hazel, Ma'am Lori, Ma'am Lucy. Okay, I will read Ibrahim's answer. People have contrasting views on whether government should fund arts or focus more on healthcare and schools. I believe that higher expenditure on health services and schools is critical. Okay, perfect. That's a good one. But without, you have to put period at the end. Okay. How about the others? So that's the start of your introduction. Okay. So just paraphrase what's on the question. Okay. From Martha, several citizens are of the opinion that government should invest on arts, whereas some think it is more important to allocate funds on health and education. That's also a good answer. Okay, one more. I think both of you are my students. Okay. How about the others? We're 45 tonight. Okay. One more. Okay, Sammy. While some individuals are of the opinion that government should channel more funds on arts, others believe that more funds should be put on health and education. Very good. That's also a good answer. Don't forget the period at the end. Okay. So, very good. So, that's how you make an introduction. You paraphrase what's on the topic question. Okay. So, again, earlier we talked about opinion essay. We also talk about discussion. Now, this is advantages or disadvantages essay. In here, okay, you need to explore both the pros and cons of a certain issue. Okay, so for example, what are the advantages and disadvantages of living in large cities? So, with this, you have to give a balanced opinion. It's that you are not being asked to give your opinion here. What are the advantages and disadvantages? So if you are going to give three advantages, you should also give three disadvantages. Okay, is this clear? So if you're going to give two, you have to give two advantages and two disadvantages. It has to be a balance. Okay, so can you give two advantages and two disadvantages? Now we are going to create an outline for your body paragraph. So this is an exercise on planning. Okay, how do we organize our thoughts? Okay, I will give my example of one advantage. Um, advantage, more job opportunities. Okay, disadvantage. What are the disadvantages? Or maybe high cost of living. Okay. So when we do this, we already know what are we going to put in body paragraph 1 and 2. Okay. So advantages, employment, opportunities, more accessible infrastructure. Very good, Christabel. Nayong, okay. Quality education. Okay. Ibrahim, living rural areas for farming, increasing human capital. Okay. Martha, available government services, more job opportunities, right? Mervin, diverse job market, correct. Disadvantage, traffic, congestion, pollution, right? Okay, so pros, there are many social amenities like malls. Yes, you have a point, okay? But there are also disadvantages, okay? Better social amenities, job opportunities, okay? Reliable health and education, improved public transport, high crime rate, that's the disadvantage. High better technology, accessible social amenities, quality education, that's another good point. Access to healthcare. Okay. So that's what we do. Okay? When we are planning um about our body paragraphs. Okay? So we list first and then we turn it into a body paragraph. Okay? So that's how we make an outline. Okay. So we have advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Now, okay, another example is okay, problem or solution essay. This one is easier. Okay? The essay structure for this one is that you will your body paragraph 1 will be about what is the problem, and body paragraph 2, okay, solution. So in here, many people suffer from stress in their work and daily life. So you will paraphrase that one for introduction. So in body paragraph 1, you will talk about the causes. What are the causes of this? Okay, so you already have an idea. So causes, this will be your body paragraph 1, and then your body paragraph 2 will be solutions. So it's easy. If you encounter a problem or an essay with this type of question, you already know your essay structure. Okay? Next. Okay. So we also have two-part questions. This is also easy because you will make an introduction. You will answer the first question in body paragraph 1. You will answer the second question in body paragraph 2. So what will be in your body paragraph 1? You will give the reason, okay? Why has this happened? Nowadays, many people work from home, okay? So that is your introduction. And then on the last part, okay, you will talk about whether it is a positive or negative development. So it's easy. You already know the essay structure for two-part question. Okay. We also have okay. Question. Attended some class. They said that we should include in paragraph 1 problem solution, part 2 second problem and solution. Okay. If I think it depends. Like for example, if there are two problems, you have to address one problem per paragraph. Okay? So in this one, okay, we are talking about already cause and effect essay. Okay? So in cause and effect essay, you are asked to identify the causes and discuss its effect. So what are the causes of and effects of water pollution? So it's easier now, okay? You have causes for body paragraph 1 and then effects for body paragraph 2. Okay? All right. So, okay. Now, let's do some exercises. Okay. So, in here, what you're going to do is to identify the question types, whether it is opinion, discussion, problem solution, advantages, disadvantages, or two-part question. Okay. So, also explain how you would structure the essay. Okay. Now, this is question number 1. Okay. Some people believe that parents should teach their children how to be good members of society. Others, however, think that schools are the best place to learn this. What kind of question is this? Anyone? What kind of question is this? That's that's correct. Discuss both views and give opinion. Okay. So what will be the content of your body paragraph 1? What is the first view? Okay. The first view is some people believe that parents should teach their children on how to be good members of society. Okay, parents teaching. Okay, that's right. Your body paragraph 2 will be about others, however, think that schools are the best place to learn this. Okay? So your essay structure should look like this. Okay? You start with introduction, you discuss the first view, and then the second view, and then provide your opinion and conclusion towards the end. Okay? So, now, okay, let's have an exercise. I want you to make an introduction for this. Paraphrase. Paraphrase the question. Okay? Okay. So if I were to paraphrase this one, some people argue that it's parents' responsibility to teach children how to be responsible members of society, while others believe that schools are the ideal environment for this learning. Okay, so this is my paraphrased answer. Okay, how about the others? Okay. It is argued that parents should mentor their children on social values. On the other hand, others believe school is the appropriate place for. Very good. Great job on that, Martha. Gloria, some individuals are of the opinion that parents are responsible for showing their children how to be better members of society, while others believe that schools should teach this. Okay, great job on that. Lillian, people have different opinions in how children should acquire knowledge on how to be good members of society. Some believe to be from schools and others from their parents. Okay, that's another way of rephrasing that. Okay. But be mindful of your capitalization and punctuation. Okay. There is a disagreement on whose responsibility is to teach children between parents and schools on how to be good. Okay. Um, can still be improved. Okay, some people are of the opinion, for the opinion, that parents have the role of teaching their children, while to some, schools are the ideal places to learn this. Okay? And people have different opinion on who should teach young ones. While others think that it is the role of parents, I am of the view that schools play greater role. Okay. So you already mentioned your opinion. Maybe your opinion can be on second sentence. Okay. Most individuals think that parents should educate children to be better society members, while others prefer schools as the excellent place to learn this. Okay, that's another good way of paraphrasing it. So yeah, that's how we paraphrase. We make sure that all of the both views are still there. Okay. So yeah, some individuals believe that It is it is the responsibility of parents to teach their children to be responsible, while others believe that schools has role in this. Correct. Just be mindful of your capitalization, okay, and minimal grammatical mistakes. Some individuals argue that kids should be responsible members of society, while others are of the opinion that school is more suitable. Correct. Some people are of the opinion that parents should teach their children how to be okay, correct, Stephen. Just don't forget the period, okay? Mercy. Some individual argue that parents should guide their children, whereas others believe schools are ideal. Okay, correct, Mercy. Okay, Grace. A controversy exists on who should teach children to be good members of society, either parents or a school. Very simple. That's okay. Okay, and lastly, Caroline, some individuals think that parents should instill their children with good morals, while others argue that this should be learned in school. Correct. Okay, so I think you no longer have an idea. You no longer have problems paraphrasing. So that's what you're going to do every time you encounter writing task 2. Okay? Few people reckon that parents should teach their kids to be good members of society, while others believe that it is school's responsibility. Okay, that's a good one. Just be mindful of the spelling. Okay? So that's for question number 1. Okay? This one, what kind of question type is this? This is opinion, correct. So you are being asked whether you think it's positive or negative. Okay, the essay structure for this one is you start with an introduction, and then if you say that you think it's positive, okay, you can write it. You can write the reasons why on your body paragraph 1, and you can also write a counter argument. Okay. So when I say counter argument, these are the reasons why other people might think otherwise. Okay. Some people may think, I believe it's positive, but when you write a counter argument, some people might think it's negative because it's something like that. Okay. So, yeah. Now, okay. How about this one? What is the question type for this one? It's not a must to write a counter argument. Okay. It's optional. Okay. So this one is problem solution. Correct. So what will be in your body paragraph 1 and 2? So what will be your essay structure? Okay. Body paragraph 1 will be your causes. Okay. What are the causes of this problem? Body paragraph 2 will be what solutions can you suggest? Okay, correct. So this is your essay structure. Causes of traffic jams. Okay. And then what are your potential solutions? Okay. So I hope that after this lecture, you already know how to create your essay structure. You already know, number 1, how to create an introduction, you paraphrase. Number 2, you already know how to do the essay structure. Okay. And of course, you can identify what type of question it is. How about this one? What type of question is this? Okay. So this is advantage or disadvantages essay. So what will be your essay structure? Okay, you start with introduction, and then what will be in body paragraph 1? That's correct. Okay. So body paragraph 1 contains your advantages. Body paragraph 2 contains your disadvantages. Okay. So it will look like this. Okay. So what are the advantages of living abroad? You will expand that on your body paragraph 1. And body paragraph 2, what are the disadvantages of living abroad? Okay. So once you have a structured essay, it's easy for you to actually write what you want to say. Okay. So when we do this analyzing the question type and essay structure, just allot 5 minutes for this, and you know this is a good way of time management. Okay, how about this one? What type of question is this? This is discuss both views and give your opinion. Okay, this is more on discussion. Okay, so you are going to discuss the first view. Okay, some people think that the best way to reduce crime is to give longer prison sentence. So you will discuss the first part and then the second part on body paragraph 2. Others believe there are better alternative ways of reducing crime. Your opinion will be on your conclusion. All right. How about this this one. So first view, this is your essay structure. Okay. So if it is a discussion, maybe okay, you have to give a balanced opinion. So if you're going to write two advantages, two to three, you will give two advantages and two disadvantages. Either two or three, that will do. Okay. How about this one? Your opinion, you have to put it on your conclusion and introduction. How about question number 6? What kind of question is this? This is a discussion. That's right. Okay, so because there are two sides. Okay. So now, create an essay. What will be your essay structure for this one? Okay, you start with introduction. Okay, you paraphrase and then your body paragraph 1, what is in your body paragraph 1? Now I want you to create a thesis statement for body paragraph 1 and 2. Okay, what will be your thesis statement for body paragraph 1 and 2? What will be your first sentence? Okay, so so introduction, then body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and conclusion. Okay. So I'm asking, what will be your thesis topic or thesis statement for body paragraph 1? Okay, very good, Aneta. Zoos are inhumane and should be closed. But, okay, so you, both of you, Elizabeth and Anita, your answers are correct, but I want you to paraphrase. Mm-hmm. So, how about body paragraph 2? What will be your topic sentence? Okay. Animal centers can be restrictive. Okay. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. What will be your body paragraph 2? Thesis statement for body paragraph 2. So maybe instead of saying zoos are inhumane, maybe we can say zoos are cruel to animals. And number 2, zoos are important. Okay, correct. Okay, or maybe zoos contribute significantly. Okay, zoos contribute significantly to the preservation of wildlife. That's my second thesis statement. Okay, Ibrahim, I think what you did is the introduction. Okay. Paragraph 2. Oh, Sammy, that is for your task 1. Paragraph 1. Zoos have a significant role in wildlife. Correct, Mervin. Okay. So, animal parks do help avoid extinction of animals. This is already a supporting detail. Okay, you can make a more general statement. Okay. Zoos can be important, right? Or zoos are essential. Okay. All right. So now, okay. How about this one is the simple essay structure. Zoos are inhumane, or the next one, zoos are beneficial. Okay. But you can still paraphrase this. Okay. So, yeah, that's question number 6. Okay. How about this one? What kind of question is this? This is opinion. Okay. What's the difference? Actually, earlier I gave you do you agree or disagree? But okay, if the question looks like this, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay? This means that there are three options. Okay? So earlier there are only two options. Ah, okay, second option, I totally disagree. Okay, third option, I partially agree or disagree. Okay, so if the question is to what extent, okay, you have three options. Okay. So with this, okay, you can write reasons why you agree or reasons why you disagree, and then you may also write a counter argument. So some people, all right, how about now? Can you hear me now? Okay. So yeah, you have three options. I totally agree, I totally disagree, I partially agree or partially disagree. Okay. So, okay. How about this one? Question number 8. Some experts believe that it is better for children to begin learning a foreign language at primary school rather than secondary school. Do the advantages of this outweigh disadvantages? So here, you have to give your opinion. Okay, whether you agree that advantages outweigh disadvantages, or whether you think that disadvantages outweigh advantages. So that's right. This is opinion. Okay. So the essay structure for this one should be okay. You will write both the disadvantages and advantages. If your opinion says, I agree that there are more advantages, what you're going to do is you will write three advantages and two disadvantages. Okay, it depends on your opinion. If you say that there are more disadvantages, okay, you will write you will write more disadvantages. Okay, let me repeat. So, if my opinion is advantages outweigh disadvantages, I will write three advantages and two disadvantages. Okay, if my opinion is disadvantages outweigh advantages, I will write three disadvantages and two advantages. So we still have to discuss both views. Okay, so is this clear? All right. So how about this one? What type of question is this? This is problem solution. Okay. So your body paragraph 1, you will write the causes. Okay. Body paragraph 2, you will write measures that can be taken to tackle it. Okay. So it's easy. Okay. It's easy now for you to identify. Okay. Last number. In some countries, university students live away from home, while in others, they stay with their parents while studying. What are the reasons for this and which is better? Okay, what type of question is this? How many questions are there? Okay, there are two questions. So this is two part, okay, two-part question. Okay, so you have to give reasons in the first paragraph, and then you have to give your opinion on which one is better. Okay, so which one is better? So this is the essay structure. You have to give reasons why student live away or stay at home, and then give argument for which is better. All right, is this clear? Okay, so this is your assignment. Okay, so in some countries, university students live away from home, while in others, they stay with their parents while studying. What are the reasons for this and which is better? So, I want you to submit your 250 words essay to your assigned instructor. Okay? So, this is your question. Okay? Maybe we can start with by answering the question type. So, this is a two-part question. Okay. So question 1 should be addressed in body paragraph 1. Question 2 in body paragraph 2. All right. So this one is my email address, but you can send your essays to your assigned instructor. if you're under Lucy, Hazel, Lori, or Tori. All right, any questions? Is this clear? Okay. I don't know your assigned instructor, but you can send me an email. Okay. So, question: in discuss both views and give your opinion. Can you state your opinion both in the introduction and conclusion? Yes, you can do that. If you don't know your assigned instructor, just email me. I will look up our system. Okay. Or maybe you can use your MPX. I'm not sure if it is reflected in your MPX account. Okay. Any more questions? My email address is flashed on the screen. Kobispo at perpetualplacementmedpro.com. In essay where you are asked which outweighs, which do you state your opinion? Okay. So you have to write your opinion on the introduction. Okay, maybe I believe that. Okay, so you will write your introduction first. And then your body paragraph 1, maybe you will provide three advantages. And then your body paragraph 2, you will write two disadvantages. And then conclusion. And those are the reasons why I believe that there will be more advantages than disadvantages. All right. So I hope it gives you clarity. Okay. Anyway, thank you everybody for your time. I hope that you're able to practice your paraphrasing. I hope that you're able to learn more about the different types of questions and how to make essay structures. Okay? Thank you everybody. Have a great day ahead. I look forward checking your essays. Okay? Goodbye everyone.